Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Ninja Gamer here, and well, challenge mode has been out for a day now. Only a day, well, maybe a couple hours longer than a day, only because blah blah blah. Let's not get into that. So, challenge mode, War Priest. What happened, Bungie? um, in the weekly update, they said that the challenge mode was going to be out one of the beginning weeks of December, and granted, yes, they kept it, and it's dropped to December 1st. That was a little unexpected, but yeah, still, what happened? They had all these suggestions from everybody about what they were expecting for the challenge mode, and they just gave us, yeah, go ahead and just make sure you switch off the aura bearers. And that was it. It was as easy as everyone, well, not everyone thought it was going to be. Everyone thought it was going to be, oh, you're going to have to do this, this, this. People were saying, oh, it's going to be gated at 25% health, so you actually have to go through all the totems, which probably would end up killing a lot of groups, but that would have had to make people work in a more cohesive unit, which would have been better of an idea to actually strenuate the teamwork aspect that they want, but yet they didn't go through with that. I'm just a little unsure of what their thought process was. Maybe it was getting everyone in the mindset of, okay, challenge modes are going to be happening. You have to start figuring out what's going to be different. But I think it was a bit too easy that they started everyone off on. Just to have everyone do that, and now everyone's going to be complaining about, oh, these challenge modes are going to be easy. I severely doubt it. This is just the first one. And I'm also thinking that if War Priest Challenge comes again in rotation, it's not going to be the same. They actually might have listened to people and changed the challenge mode. That would make a little bit better sense. I don't know. I'm not Bungie, but it would be a better idea that each week that a challenge mode comes into rotation, it changes and learns off of the previous time it was a challenge mode. A better idea, yeah. Someone please bring it up. Have it go through it. That way it's actually a little bit more like the Nightfalls. That way, like for the Nightfalls, each time a certain map or a strike comes up in the selection, it's not the same one every time. Like for this week's Nightfall is the Warmind or Saber Strike. That's what it is, Saber Strike. And I remember the first time I remember seeing it as Nightfall, it was Arcburn, and oh my god, nobody wanted to do it because that whole beginning part just killed you. Everything killed you. It was all fallen. It was just a massacre. Nobody liked it. That's when people started noticing the whole, oh wait, we could glitch underneath this. But I like that aspect of challenge modes that it changes every time a certain thing's in rotation. So War Priest, yeah, it'll be make sure you switch the aura holders every time, but then maybe next time it will be okay. They're going to change up the monoliths. That way, the right side monolith doesn't do the captain blackout thing. I think it's that. Yeah, yeah, because the right side is that one. Middle one is the hobgoblin. Three bolt seekers. So yeah, maybe it switches. That way, they know that everyone's going to the right side, and no one ever uses the left monolith. So we take the left monolith and make it to the right one, and then switch it around. That way, people have to actually deal with that specific power. Because a lot of people have never really gone against it, and it's a whole new tactic. People have to think on their feet, be like, okay, we have to do this, that kind of thing. That would make a little bit better sense. Just switch everything around. Don't make everything the same every time. But going into the loot, this loot drop table felt a little bit more rewarding on what people wanted, because I will say I never did the normal mode, so I don't know what the normal loot would be, but the loot drop was 320 artifact, 310 artifact, guaranteed 320 heavy, and a guaranteed 320 or guaranteed 310 heavy. So the challenge mode actually felt a little bit more rewarding on it actually acknowledging that it was challenging. You had to do things differently. So I can't think of correct words. I can't English right now. But the loot table actually worked with what people were expecting, that it's a challenge mode, you're going to get guaranteed loot. But we didn't know what loot we were going to get. So it being two guaranteed 320 things was actually pretty forgiving and made people actually want to play the challenge mode just to get that. Granted, a lot of people are now thinking, okay, what's the loot going to be for the next one? Who knows? Maybe it'll be another 320 artifact with a different role. Maybe it'll be something else. Maybe it'll be armor or a weapon. But it coming from Golgoroth, it might be a guaranteed 320 and a guaranteed 310 armor, because that's usually what drops from him. And I've not really seen weapons drop from Golgoroth, but that's a whole different thing, and yay on that. But anyway, it having these guaranteed loots was exactly what everyone wanted. People were happy that Bungie listened, and now all they have to do is just tweak up the difficulty a little bit on Golgoroth. Granted, on the weekly update, I spoke about this earlier, if I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, that they brought it up just a little bit and such, saying that they are expecting people to try to use the one orb method, and that's just not going to fly anymore. No more one orb strategy for you guys. So, with that in mind, my little raid team thought of, so maybe you have to do it in one cycle, so that the whole idea of, I'm trying to think of the way we put it, the whole idea of having all 6 orbs, but they don't regenerate. So that would have to work as, make sure everyone that's going to be doing the most DPS is going to be down in the pit, have the 2 lowest people bringing the gaze back and forth, and just try to get Golgoroth done in one damage phase and try to use all 6 orbs. That would be very difficult. That would actually be a huge step up from the War Priest challenge in having teamwork and pretty much a damage check and armor check. You'd have so many things going on. You'd have all the exploders coming at you, and then as soon as you got to that certain point of health, the Taken would come out, and you'd have to be like, okay, now we need to make sure our person that's taking care of the Thrall are going to be taking care of all the Taken. It's going to be a whole lot of communication going back and forth between everybody, and that would actually be a better idea. That's just coming from me. But this week's challenge mode, a little underwhelming. Great with the loot. Very happy for that. Other than that, it was fun. I had a great time. I was actually happy with this. A little disappointed, but generally happy. Can't wait to see what they do for the next one. Alright. This is Ninja. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, before you see me.